y'all, it's Nisi, and I'm really excited to bring this series and this practice to you. This is a part of a beginner series that I'm starting. They're really short practices to introduce you to some of the fundamental poses that you'll be introduced to as you start or continue your yoga journey. And so we're going to take it nice and slow. Take these really short clips and you can even combine them together to create a fuller practice. But it's really something that you can repeat and just begin to work on the basics and the fundamentals so that you can begin feeling comfortable on your mat and hopefully feeling comfortable joining me in a class sometime soon. So listen to your body. If I am inviting you to do something that doesn't feel good for you, we come in all different shapes and sizes with different skeletal variations. I never expect for any of us to access a pose in the same way. I am just thrilled and so grateful that you've chosen to join me to start your practice. Welcome to our beginner series. We're going to start today's practice in a tabletop, shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. And we're going to take a few rounds of cat and cow. So inhale, lift your chin, lower your belly. Exhale, tuck your chin, draw navel towards spine, round through the back. Inhale, lift your chin, lower your belly, open your heart. Exhale, draw it in as you press away from the floor. Inhale, lift your chin, lower your belly. Exhale, press away as you round in. Then we'll meet in a flat back. Walk your knees to the edge of your mat as you lower your hips towards your heels, coming into Balasana, child's pose. You may find it supportive here to add a blanket underneath your knees, or even to take a blanket as I'm doing right now and place it under your thighs. Your hips are drawing back towards your heels. No need for them to actually rest on your heels. In fact, your hips may still be sitting fairly high in the air, like I'm showing right here. This is good for your practice. Continue drawing the hips energetically back towards the heels with the arms reaching long along the mat in front of you. Connect back with your breath here as you lift your heels, coming into tabletop for a moment, bringing your wrist under your shoulders again. Shift your weight into your knuckles as you tuck your toes. Begin to press the floor away as you lift your sits bones up towards the sky, keeping your knees bent. Begin moving your chest back towards your upper thigh as you pedal your feet out, being really generous with yourself here. No need to arrive too quickly. Come back down to the mat as you lower your knees in tabletop. Spread your knees, lower your hips. Balasana, child's pose, once again. Keeping your arms active as they reach out in front of you. We'll come back to tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, bend your knees. Begin pedaling your feet out. Your fingers should be spread wide as your weight shifts into your knuckles. Continue making movements that feel good for you in these early moments of arrival. Bend your knees, press your chest towards your thighs so that your shoulder blades glide apart, and then begin to press your heels back towards the mat. Bend your knees, bring your gaze in between your hands, and slowly step to the front of your mat. Forward folds, keeping your knees bent generously. You can bring a block or a book underneath you to bring the floor up to a height that feels good for you, or allow your fingertips to rest on the earth. Slowly inhale as you lift halfway, lengthening through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands come all the way overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Thanks for joining me in this beginner series of Yoga with Nisi.